Welcome back to paradise here in Tahiti, all the world's best. Stay with families, and it's oftentimes the same family every single year. So you really do feel a part of the furniture. When you come back, they greet you, they know your name, they know what you like to eat, and it's simple living. You don't see big hotel structures. It's so peaceful. Once the contest is off, you come to the beach, and you always have really good food like poisson cru.
We heard Seabass allude to that in that interview that he just had with Rosie. Here goes Caio.
Caio locking in. Nice hollow section to work with. Tries to put his head down for the completion, and that'll take him down. So Caio trying to adjust from the paddle battle that's happened on the reef.
Trying to see who was out there being the troublemaker. Maybe it was Tyler, because he's deepest.
Tyler's going to roll in now. Big bottom turn, setting up the backhand hack, but can't hang on. So after the paddle battle, now Callinan will have priority with the small scores that have come through. Ryan's probably feeling pretty solid about his position now. Just paddling back out with ease, knowing that second priority can mean a difference with getting into some solid swell later on into the week. Slamming on the brakes, sitting on that rail is Tyler Newton from Kauai. He'll kick out. Got wave of the winter at Pipeline and all over the heavy water conditions on this planet as we see that draw into the pit with Tyler Newton. He goes up high, sets his line, and that wave will just pinch on him. And now thinking about going for his first score of the heat, Callinan in motion. Great positioning, trying to get a bit deeper, putting himself in the pit, and he'll get taken out. The lip to the head on a section that looked like he was going to be clear for the exit. Surfers in motion. Callinan, the back of the order of priority, standing tall and getting puffed out into the channel. Grab rail carve on the open face for the Australian. Nice power jam there for Ryan Callinan, and he gets out.
Been sketchy. You know, this has been a long heat. Things haven't really been unfolding the way he wanted it to. But lo and behold, he's going to have a solid lead. This could be a great score.
Love how much speed he has when he comes out of this barrel.
That's a West Bowl under priority. Caio Ibelli let that one go, but that West Bowl is nice and hollow. Look at this thing. He's going to stand tall. He's just enjoying it. Right here, he's going to let go and stand. As you said, got puffed out. Strong carve, too, right there. A little Aki-esque for his buddy, and then a little snap just to add to it.
Now grabbing the rail and setting this line is Caio Ibelli. Now setting up a backside hack on the oncoming section. Kicking out of that one with confidence. Getting himself in second place on this one.
Yeah. My first instinct is to say that's kind of a harsh score. It's a proper little barrel, not very long though. And a really nice turn. So that being said, it's the second highest score of the heat, so he's going to have to make sure that he remembers that when he digests this forward. You don't like hearing it as a surfer and paddling back out. You just get a little trainer and a proper backside snap.
But it feels like just such a changing of the guard, especially with some of the elder statesmen moving on and retiring. There's a lot of fresh faces on tour. Tyler Newton, the wild card, puts his head down for the completion. Down carve, and he'll just fade out of that one. Tyler just needing a 2.01 to move into advancing position.
Sitting pretty high up there on the list as you see Tyler Newton fitting himself in that tiny little barrel, swooping. Again, his fins, that's the second time in this heat I've seen his fins kind of skip out on him. So, you know, for sure Tyler came to Tahiti thinking about big barrels. I'm wondering if this board's the magic one for performance, for maneuvers.
And now setting this one up is Ryan Callinan. A lot of room in this cave. Feeling solid out of the pit, lays that one down off the top and somehow controls that blowtail. So Ryan 5.67 before that. That one seemed like he had a bit more room in that cave to come flying out.
That proper West Bowl, standing tall. Look at that thing stay open. That's what you want. Not those south fluffy little almond-shaped barrels on the outside. Those West Bowls are so square. Again, he's just enjoying it. Look, this is a tall surfer, and he's just standing in that barrel. Board flattened out a little bit for him on that snap, but he did a really good job to kind of wrangle his board back in. Wow, over the foam right there. could see he just kind of stood tall and enjoyed it. But watch his board flatten out halfway through the snap. Right there, he's got the edge in, and then it flattens out right there. And Ryan did a really good job just to hold on.
Now rolling in, priority is with Caio Ibelli. Went up high with that line in the pit. Quick slash to the bottom, snaps it off the lip again, and he'll fade out. So a couple of turns to back up that quick barrel. And then the big semi-final that he had at Margaret River. What an incredible tube rider. Let's see what happened out the back here.
Well, you said it, Joe. He stayed really high in that barrel, which was smart because it was a small barrel. It didn't really draw off the reef the way he wanted it to. See that it has that shape, kind of that almond shape. But he's competing right there. I think Caio just wants to put a little bit of pressure on the wild card. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to get the score now. Why don't you be the one that needs the score? And so he's going to go ahead and take control. Judge is still deliberating. I don't think they've dropped the score yet, but he'll for sure get what he needs.
Ryan had the lead. They actually had to get on the ski to wait to see if the final would continue.
Right.
There's different conversations happening with the plan. He ended up losing that one in the back end. When it got restarted, a little stumble on the takeoff for Caio. He's down.
Tough morning for the wild cards, and again, a little fortunate for the fellows on a CT that, you know, the waves are kind of that friendly size where these wild cards, you know, a little bit of at a disadvantage.
So Ryan Callinan, 6'8", 5'6", solid performance in the barrel at Teahupo'o. Coming up next, we've got heat number 3 of the elimination round. We'll bring in Caio Guerrero and Bart Lynch for the call right after this.